Hello guys and welcome back. We are here again, Azerbaijan. Obviously we had a few glitches in the first race, but now we're back for the second race, ready to go. I'm still here with Mr. Edens. How are you? All good still? Yes, alive?
Yeah, no worries. Link
Thanks
will
for
be
letting
up
me hear my
soon as
voice.
well, so just
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
Link will be up soon, so yeah, you catch me off there.
No, it's all good. Yeah, so hopefully this time we can not have any glitches. I mean, I thought we escaped them once we got rid of F123, but apparently not.
Well, you
But
got to think the game's still in early stages still.
you'd still think they'd get something right. Please, let's just not see any retirements out of the pits. That's all I ask. We've got Williams out. Let's just go and see. I want to go see this Williams. I don't know who it is. Is it Donny? He's made it out of the pits. Whee! He's all good. After seeing his footage in Twitch, that on Twitch a minute ago, that didn't look too good, did it? But
Yeah, it was bizarre.
yeah. Okay, everyone seems to have made out the pits okay at the moment, so maybe it's all sorted.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but let's go and have a little look. Let's have a gander. We've got 7 viewers already. People are tuning in. They're ready for the tier 3 boys to take the action tonight. Let's hope it's dry in the race because, I mean, me and you were just talking about this off air and in the rain round. I mean, it's not nice around here in the dry, but in the rain it's a million times worse, isn't it?
Well, it's low grip anyway on this game compared to the last game, and it just doesn't feel nice. And then you add rain to the mix, and you said to me between whilst we were off stream that you couldn't tell the difference because it still felt slippery either way.
Like it did to me, and trust me, I think I tried every setup known to man, genuinely, to try and find grip. I mean, yeah, rear tyres taking absolute battering here because of all the traction zones. So I think it's just fair to say it was a very frustrating
just gotta be gentle
race.
on throttle on the way out.
Yeah, you definitely do, but I am going to take us for a lap with the man who is currently the furthest round track, and that is Mr. J. Dudon. So he's coming down the straight. He's Peninsula's just retired.
Crashed at turn 3.
Yeah, I bet he's a bit gutted with that, but let's have a look. So coming down the straight, he has to pick his line and his braking point perfectly. It's usually about 125 meters ish for turn 1. He swings in, you try and hit that apex, but not too much. You don't want to hit the curb on the outside, it will cost you. Now about 75 meters roughly for turn 2. Can he get it turned in enough? Not. You want to get close to the wall, but not too close, because you want to be able to get the traction out of the corner. Now, down to turn 3, you can get with braking about 110 meters here, just about for the corner. Swing it in nicely. You can actually carry quite a lot of pace. It's very. That one's literally the definition of slow and fast out. Then 50 meters for turn 4. Oh, he gets insanely close to the wall, but just about survives it. Now into the middle sector. This is where it becomes all technical. And this is where the wings and the downforce on your setup will come into play. Having the 1-1 wings will definitely send you flying into any barrier you can possibly see. But now into everyone's favourite corner, the I am stupid section. He's actually navigated it pretty well, so he's got through there. He's definitely not stupid, let's put it that way. So, now into the final little few corners. These are all absolutely flat out. You will not be lifting off the throttle now. You brake just before the 100-meter board. Swing it in. This wall comes at you very, very quickly. You've got to avoid it, but he's absolutely fine. Now into the final corner, you'll brake about 100 meters, maybe just after. Hit the apex. You don't want to go too wide. That curb will lose you time. He's hit it a little bit, so it's probably cost him a tiny little bit, but now final 2 corners, they're hardly even corners in these cars. You just absolutely flat out the whole way through. Now it's just a drag race to the line, because I wonder what top speed is he going to hit. That could give us a good indication on his wings, but the minute he's on 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, he could get as high as 218 he got, so 144.1. Good banker.
Nice steady lap as well, close to the walls, but
yeah, very much so.
Fanning's out on the intermediates.
Am I right in thinking Gav's just done the exact same time on the hards in this session as he did in the last one?
It's
not far off, is it?
There or thereabouts, yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I know he was in the 145s on the hards, which is probably faster than I can manage on the softs, but yeah.
Nod of approval for my own teammate there.
Yeah, I mean, he actually is, I forgot he's your teammate, actually. He really is. But let's go.
He has been since Jeddah.
Yeah. Well, no, I knew he was tier 2, but I forgot that he was actually your teammate. I mean, I even put him in a Ferrari tonight in loving memory. He was so delighted, he really wasn't, but
the other Ferrari, Manu, 44-1, second place.
See what, that is a man to watch. Everyone's seen. Oh, people were happy with my commentary on that. Wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I think it's great to see Manu. He's dominated tier 4 so far, especially on pace at least so far this season. So it'll be great to see him really step up and see if he can mash it with the tier 3 boys, you know.
Getting the odd yellow flags here and there because of people moving out the way of people or just taking it slow.
Yeah, but I think it's a good thing to make sure they just get a lap in. That's got to be their main aim, hasn't it? They just need to get one lap on the board, and then
as long as you get a lap in, it doesn't really matter then, because you could probably give it 110%.
Oh, Johnny Smooth just whacked the wall. I knew we were watching that at the same time because of our reactions. But Johnny Smooth, wow, has he? I'm very surprised he doesn't have damage, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah. I have noticed with that barrier as well, the more times you brush it, the more it moves, and you can see it like a slight set parts of it like jinking out over the white line. I was wondering
why half the wall was sticking out in front of me on the race on Monday. I was like,
that's why.
People must have had some adventures.
Each time you brush it, it moves.
Yeah, I was thinking
it moves, so you get
people
parts
must have
of
had
it pointing
adventures.
out.
Oh, Johnny Smooth's gone straight on at turn 2. No, is that turn 1 even? No, it's turn 2. He's actually, yeah.
Turn 3.
Oh yeah, turn 3. Yeah, so he's gone straight. He's and for some reason he's not getting himself back on track. But keep trying. Anyone else? So all the tier 3 boys at the minute. Baby Hornet's just come out on track. So is Jam. Those are the last of the actual tier. Oh, and Ziad. He's the other tier 3 runner. But all the rest are higher tiers. Fanning's done a 54. Oh, big twitch from Jam, but it's on his outlap. But I still thought he was going into Lebaria then. But
oh, Hornet just lost the back end a little bit, but managed to regroup it.
It's so easy to overheat those rear tyres, isn't it? Insanely easy to do.
You only have to get the power on slightly too early, and the back end's like, hello.
Yeah, you definitely do. But let's go and have a look at the Red Bull man. The man that I literally said was reigning Constructors Champion, partly because whoever was his teammate last season absolutely carried him to it. But I don't know who it was, but he's ditched him now anyway. He's realised that he was too good for Baby Hornet. But we shall continue on. He is still a champion nonetheless, whether it be him or not. Is Ghost Rider? Oh yeah, Ghost Rider's got a quali ban, so that's why he is not actually set a lap as of yet. Well, he won't be setting a lap in this session. There's not been the cleanest first sector from Simon. He's had a bit of a twitch out of turn 3 there. It's going to have lost him quite a bit of time. Let's go and see Jam. Jam's actually getting a bit of a tow down the back straight from an Aston Martin, which I'm sure he'll be very appreciative of. I believe it's B17 that was giving him the tow. But let's see. Let's go back to Mr. Baby Hornet. He's slightly further around than the Jam Meister, so let's see how it goes for Le Baby Hornet. He's made it through the I am stupid section, so he survived that. Now, oh, he's a bit deep though on the exit, but he's just about survived it now. Into the, like I said, this next corner is one that can go horribly wrong very, very quickly. That wall is staring at you and waiting for you to clout it. But Simon seems good on the brakes. He's actually stayed well away as well. Very good. Ziad, 143.5 on mediums.
Wow.
Well, there's a benchmark for you guys to go and chase. Wow, that is some lap. Let's go and see Baby Hornet though. He is a man on a mission. I don't think it's going to be contending for pole position as of yet. But let's see what he's going to do. We've got the YouTube comments starting to come in. I'm not sure who they're from as of yet, but Baby Hornet up into P7.
45.5 on that. He's just ahead of Gav.
Yeah,
but Gav's on the hard tyre.
I'm going to go catch it. I think Jam's had a moment on his lap because he seems way, way down on his time at this moment in time, so... Yeah. Ant's in the... Yeah, Ant, you are right. Everyone leave a like. We want to see everyone liking the videos. Sharing... Oh, Jam's had a moment at turn 1.
Bouncing over the curb on the exit of turn 1.
Yeah, he really, really did. Let's go and have a look at Mr. J. Dudon because he is actually on a lap. Let's see, is he up in the middle sector? That's the question. He is, he's 4/10 up, so this could... Oh, he's had a bit of a twitch out of the... I call that the final corner, to be honest. But out of the final braking zone, anyway, he's had a bit of a twitch that may have lost him a tiny bit of time in the final sector. But can he get anywhere near that 43.5 from Ziad Emar? I wonder. Let's have a look. Where is Donny going to go? Here he comes. 43.8. Yeah, I think that switch, it lost him about a tenth of a second. And now he's gone straight on at turn 1.
I think he's just getting out of the way of cars that are coming down the straight.
Yeah, Jacobs just popped it into P5, so that's a good lap from Mr. Rooster. Gav, a 44.9 on the hards.
He's done 4 laps on those, so they'll be nice and working well.
Gav for pole on the mediums when it comes to it, I wonder. But who actually knows? Let's go have a look at B17. He's another man. He's just coming to the end of his lap. So the man in the Aston, inspired by the Nando himself. Let's see what Mr. E17 can do. Is he improving? That's the real question. He is. He's up to
Goes
P9.
Up 1 position, yeah.
It's a Red Bull 910 at the
Julian,
moment. Wow,
43.1 on the softs.
It's an Alfa Romeo 1-2. That's something you'll probably never ever see again in your life. But
what's this parallel universe?
Yeah. Now let's go have a look at YouTube Manu. He is another man in that fight for pole. Can he find a second and take it to Julian? That's the he's on a 4-minute 51 lap. He's definitely not going to be improving anytime soon. Let's go have a look. Who else is on the lap? What about Johnny Smooth? He's coming to the end now. Let's see. I don't think he improved. I think that might have been his out lap, but it said Jazz Boy's also in. So it's not ideal. Let's go. Jam's also in. I think everyone's starting to come in now. Let's go have a look at Manu. He is, I think, just coming to the end of the first sector potentially.
Just gone through turn 3.
Yeah, so let's see what Manu can do. Can he take it to these guys ahead? That's the question. Johnny Smooth is out the session. I think Connor's just cursed him on another level. 9/10 up from Manu. Wow. That is insane. Just in a first, he must have had an awful first sector on his first lap, or he's just absolutely obliterated it this time round. That's incredible.
Time will tell.
Oh, he got so close to the wall on the exit of the stupid section. Wow. Yes, it is firmly known now as the stupid section, by the way, guys. I'm getting it copyrighted and everything. So, yeah. But Manu is absolutely flying, or at least he was in the first sector. Oh, he gets a lot closer than everyone else does to that wall as well. But let's see. Middle sector, 1.4. Oh my goodness, YouTube Manu is absolutely on one.
This could be a definite 42.
It really, really could. It's looking that way. What can Manu do? This could be absolutely insane. YouTube Manu for tier 3, anyone? A 42.6! Wow.
That's decent for tier 2 pace, that.
That's decent. Probably half competitive in tier 1, to be completely, unless you're Ujoni. But
well, yeah.
I mean, Ujoni's just a different kind of beast altogether. But wow, YouTube Manu, that was absolutely incredible, to say the very least. Let's go and have a look who else is on our lap. Scottish Ninja is, but I don't know how competitive his lap's going to be. I think he's actually on a warm-up lap. Yeah, he's 4.4 down, so he's definitely not on that. Ryan's popped at P10 on a set of mediums, so he's actually sort of back up there as well. Anton's out on the inters, but he obviously can't set a lap because he is in tier 1. But this is all very, very interesting at the moment.
Ziad is 9/10 up on sector 1.
Oh my goodness, this could be utterly insane. Him versus Manu, it looks like, for pole. They look like the favourites. Don't rule Julian or Donny out either. Those guys all... Oh, so close to the wall from Ziad. He may have even hit it, you know. That was so close. But he's just about to survive for the time being anyway. But let's see. Ziad is going to be the man to watch. I think he may have lost a bit of time, though, in that... I am stupid section. But let's see. 1.5. Oh my goodness, this could be a 41.
Yeah.
This is in. Oh my goodness, please no. Ziad Amar for tier 1 is what I'm saying at this point. But let's see, is it going to be a 41? This could be insane. Wow, 41.6. He's got 1 second over anyone. Wow. Okay, he means business.
That's definitely tier 1 territory.
I don't even know what to say to that, to be completely honest.
How can you do this track that quick?
I want to know where he's found the glitch. I want to know where he's found the grip from, to be honest. That's what I'm jealous of. I would not have the grip to even do a 43, I don't think. So I am partially jealous of that, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see, let's have a look at Mr. Gecko. I think he may just be starting his lap. Yeah, he's on a 5-minute, so at the minute he's on an out lap. Is there anyone on a flyer? Jazzboy may well be. Let's see, how is he doing in the first sector? He is 4/10 up, so... But he has got to find a bit more time because he is currently in the 48s. But we all know it's more than possible to find this kind of time, especially around a street track like this, isn't it? So Mr. Baby Horn is also just starting a lap.
No margin for error. Definitely.
Wait, there's a Red Bull in the wall. Oh, it's Fox. He's gone at turn 1. What a smarty pants that is.
Julian is a 10th up in sector 1.
Oh, so Julian could still be looking at around P2 here, potentially. Which I'm sure he'd be absolutely delighted with as well. So,
well, he'll want to be backing up his teammates who probably get as much points as possible for the pair of them.
Yeah, well, Manu is definitely done for the session. He's in the pit lane, so there's no way Manu's going to improve. Ghost Rider. Oh! Baby Hornets just hit the wall. That's a big problem for him. We've got 24 viewers. Welcome everyone. Don't forget to leave a like, turn the notifications on, because we will be live again later tonight for tier 4. So just make sure you hang around after this.
I think Julian could be looking at probably a 43-0 because he was only a 10th up out the second sector as well. So it could be a 42 or a 43-0.
Let's have a look at Julian. He's coming across the line. Well spotted, Carl. 42.8. Still a very good time. He will be disappointed he didn't manage to put it on the front row though with his teammate Ziad. But let's see what else goes on. Let's go have a look at Fire J Rooster. The man making his return to MRC. He's 2 and a bit tenths up. So this could really actually promote him just above Gav. I think Gav may be on a lap as well though. He is. What is Gav in the middle sector? He is 1.1 up. So Gav, Jacob may initially overtake him, but then lose out quite big time after. But let's see what Jacob's going to do. He's in the Mercedes, the car he loves the most in this world. 44.5. He has got above Gav. Let's go see what Gav can do on those medium tyres. Can he beat Ryan? That'll be his main aim, I think. And into P6. Great lap from Gav. Is Ryan on a lap? No, he's backed out. So Ryan is... what about Jam? What's he doing? He's invalidated. So that is qualifying virtually complete. just with the last few to come across the line.
Ziad, take a bow.
I want whatever
That's
he
all I've
had
got
on
to
that
say.
car. Whatever he
He's
had on
had
that
his
car, I
Weetabix.
want a bit.
He's definitely had his Weetabix.
Either that or I'm calling Yano up there to say, look, he's better than you. But that was, yeah, absolutely insane. YouTube chat, talk to me. Who's winning the race? And you're not allowed to say Ziad, because I know what you guys are like. You will curse him. So anyone but Ziad, basically. And Carl, don't forget, you've got to make a prediction at some point, so get thinking, because I will just drop it on you.
Already working on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it is coming. I'm not going to tell you when, but it... Steve says, Ziad must have 0 wings. No. Trust me, if he had 0 wings, he would have been P1.
Roundy says Fanning. Roundy's saying Fanning. Fanning's P4 on a 43.4 on the medium tyre, so Fanning's definitely up there. I mean, I can definitely tell because I'm in the party with Fanning. He does seem to click at this track, and he runs quite a high aero as well, round about the 30s.
Well, can confirm, Fanning, I will be in your DMs after this asking how to find grip around Jeddah. Because Carl's just baited you out as an expert at this track now, so I'm going to be speaking to you after the session.
He hates the track though, that's the thing.
I don't think anyone likes the track on this game, but here is your grid for the race in Tier 3. Ziad Amar starts on pole, YouTube Manu will be 2nd, Julia in 3rd, Fanning in 4th, J. Don in 5th, Gav in 6th, Scottish Ninja 7th, Red Car Rambo in 8th, Fire J Rooster in 9th, Baby Hornet in 10th, B17 11th, Geke 12th, Johnny Smooth 13th, Jam 14th, Jazzboy 15th, Anton 16th, Fox River 8 17th, Panisa 18th, Kaiser Sose 19th, and Ghost Rider, who had a quali ban in P20. Now, who is your prediction, Mr. Edens?
The obvious probably say would be Ziad, but anything can happen. I'm going to go for fellow Ferrari driver in Manu.
I thought you were going to say Gab then. I was like, that is just really boring. No, Manu, yeah.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
No, Manu looked very, very strong. I'm going to go with someone a bit outside the box. I mean, he's not really, because he's right up there as well. Mr. Julian.
That's not a bad shout, to be fair, because like you say, it's outside the box, but he was up there.
He was, and he was only 2 tenths off your prediction in quali, wasn't it? Or 2.5 tenths ish.
Well, it was a tenth. It was a tenth up on the end of sector 2. So my guess was probably saying about 43.0, but he gained an extra 2 tenths on that run to the line, so he ended up getting just inside the 43s. The 42,
but don't forget, no formation lap, so 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are... I think some have just jumped the start. Yeah, some people have jumped the start.
Jump starts.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought there was a couple, but Ziad made a good getaway. Julian's got a bit deep, and now that's let Fanning through. There's a car, there's a Red Bull. I think it's Baby Hornet who's had a moment on the exit of turn 1. But, oh, Manu's out! Oh, there's front wings everywhere.
Down in turn 2. Safety car already.
I blame Carl.
Hey, come on, nah.
You picked Manu. You picked Manu. But, no. Wow. Sadly, we didn't actually see it. I was on board with, I think, Julian. That was the issue. Well, not on board, but I was watching Julian because he had a bit of a... 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jump starts.
Wow. That is... I do wonder if people...
B17, Red Car, Jam, Baby Hornet, Geke, Johnny Smooth, and Jazz.
Everyone must have just sort of, like, reacted to each other there. You know, like... It seemed a bit...
It's usually the case when you see the car in front. It's just a normal reaction to go with them. So obviously somebody's gone and literally everyone's seen that and thought, hang on, that's it. And then all of a sudden you got about near enough half the grid jumping the start.
Yeah, oh, it's such a shame for these guys, isn't it? It really is.
And then you got Kaiser with 5 seconds because of all the palaver down at turn 2.
But let's have a little look at position changes off the start. So Fanning's up 2. We all saw Julian have that little moment in turn 3, but he managed to keep position because of the Manning crash. Gab's up 2. B17, what a start from him. He's up 5. Red Car Rambo up 1. Ninja down 1. Fox has got up 7. Baby Hornets dropped 3. Ghost Rider and Kaiser Soze up 6 and 4 respectively, and Jam up 3. So the grid has changed hands an awful lot compared to what it was. Barbara
says in the YouTube chat, I didn't jump the start, my lights went out, so probably a glitch there for some of them.
Oh my goodness, so there's a glitch. Oh, brilliant. And I'm wondering if some of these people have come in to serve their drive-thrus, and obviously you can't do it under the safety car.
Those have probably got damaged though, because there was a lot of stuff going off at turn 2. Geke does have a drive-through, yes, but Fanning's in as well from all that, but I don't see any damage on his.
I wonder if maybe Fanning made contact with Manu potentially. Because for Fanning to come in, that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it, to be honest? Because he was in P2, he managed to get past Julian, so I do wonder if maybe there was a bit of contact between Manu and Fanning in turn 2.
Possibly, but Fanning's not that kind of driver, so I wouldn't think so.
I'm not saying it's Fanning's fault or anything. I'm just wondering if there was.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there potentially was.
He's not that kind of driver.
Oh no, trust me, Fanning overtook me and waited for me to make a mistake to get past me. He didn't even try to overtake me. So
he's a crafty fox when he wants to be.
Yeah, he really is. But no, Fanning's one of the cleanest drivers I've driven against in this league. But obviously contact happens between people. It's not always someone's fault. So let's see. But safety car, I somehow... Actually, the guys aren't that far off the pack. We could see it in this lap. It may be a bit of a late call, mind you. But we're just waiting for...
Oh, yeah, we've seen some late calls, especially in X on last Friday. We had a few late safety car calls.
It is very dangerous to call it late, though, around this track, because obviously you're halfway down the straight, so...
There's not that much of a run, so you're literally having to pretty much back the cars up as much as possible just to be able to get the speed up.
Yeah, I have a feeling Anton's too far back, so I've got a feeling we may see one more lap of the safety car. I'm glad to see it dry, by the way, as well. That's the other thing.
Well, Tier 1 had it both. It started dry and finished wet.
Yeah, they definitely did. Safety car isn't going to be in unless it's going to be the latest call ever.
We're going round again. We're going round again.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't call it halfway down that straight, because I'd have felt almost sorry for Ziad, to be honest, because...
Yeah, he'd be looking from his car and literally seen them lights gone out, and all of a sudden he just slammed his brakes on because he's having to create that gap for the restart. Obviously you don't want to just slam your brakes on, because that can be dangerous.
Yeah, it definitely can. But I'll tell you what, Carl, I mean, obviously I know you're a massive real-life F1 fan. What's your favourite real-life race around Baku?
To be fair, I haven't liked any of them, because I just don't like Baku.
No, but I mean, there has been some historic races around Baku. I know what my favourite one is, but if I mention it, I'm going to have half of MRC on my case.
I will mention 1 year, because it was silly, but I thought it was brilliant at the same time. 2017, that safety car with Vettel and Hamilton.
I thought that was 16.
No, it's 17. That was 2017.
No, yeah, that was quite crazy. But mine is I only have 2 words to say for my favourite Baku race, but I will trigger majority of the league. So I was going to say magic button.
I mean, you also had 2021 with
magic button. There's Hamilton's magic button.
Yeah, and you had the tyre issues with both Stroll and Max at roughly the same points in the track.
I'll tell you something though, that is insanely scary to crash there, because obviously One, you're at what,
Another
300 kilometers an hour, and everyone else will be, and they'll all be ploughing down that straight. It's just lucky Stroll and Max had kind of no one anywhere near them.
Just to let you know, it was 322 kilometers an hour, which was 200 miles per hour.
Yeah, but what I meant was sort of roughly, but that's still, safety car is in. So in tier 2 we saw a lot of varying places to go, didn't we? Some went as we got to the line, some went halfway, some went right out of this final corner here, just like
they went real slow and then waited for the safety car and then just went early. To be fair, I would probably go as late as you probably risk it.
I think
Not
you've got
exactly right.
In my opinion, you got two options. You either go really early or really late. If you go halfway down the straight, you're very likely to be caught vulnerable.
Yeah.
You either go Ziad's gone early, but not very early. But let's see. He actually hasn't really caught his teammate napping. In fact, his teammate is closing. He's closing. DRS Junior moves to the inside. Let's have a look. Is he going to be able to get this done? He's gone for a move out the inside. Has he got the more heat in the tyres, or is Ziad? Ziad's kind of backed off and let him go. Ziad's now vulnerable to the Night Shadow, the ever dangerous Fox.
Side by side.
He is, but Gav just about backs out of it. He hits the curb that he hit in tier 2 from the lead on Monday. But now J. Dudon's also having a little square up to Gav. He's having a little look. Gav's now also got the wings. He's made. Oh, that's very defensive from Ziad. But Gav goes up the inside. Let's have a little look. Ziad goes deep. He avoids the wall. But now he's going to be under pressure. And through goes Donny as well. So that is an. Oh, contact! Oh. I've just realised Ziad's the one leading. It's actually Julian that was back there with them.
Yeah.
But Gav somehow managed to regain P2 after the spin. I don't know how he managed to do that, but there was contact between him and Donny.
I think it was the amount of people tripping over each other.
Look at this time, we've got everyone in a gaggle.
Oh, that's a dive and a half. Donny with a dive and a half on red car there.
Ryan's out, safety car.
Yeah, that was quite a very late by Donny there.
I think the stewards may see that one, to be completely honest. But
I was on board with Ryan, and I just seen this Williams just go flying in. Must have braked, either missed his braking or left it so late. And you don't want to do that at that corner because it's such a tight corner.
I still, bearing in mind, let's just point out the fact that I did 26 laps of this. Well, 25 laps because I got lapped of this track on Monday. I still don't know the braking point for that corner. I literally don't. I honestly don't. I couldn't tell you where to brake for that corner. I think I made it up each time and somehow never hit that wall. But I probably took it about 50 miles per hour too slow, to be completely honest with you. But it wouldn't surprise me at this point to see Donny come in the pits. He's surely got damage of some sort there. That was quite a big clout with Mr. Rambo. So I'd be very, very surprised if he didn't come in the pits. It looks like the Red Bull Fox behind him, maybe. He is. Fox is coming in the pits. So
wing missing. Donny carries on, so he
considering
probably
Fox had no
damage.
wing, he did pretty well to end up in P4 there, to be honest, didn't he? So
well, I think he got tangled up with all the melee at I think it was turn 4 with with Gavin, that when whatever happened there, probably just two cars losing the back end, and then obviously just a domino effect.
Yeah, I'm very
just clipping each other.
I'm very, very surprised to see that Donny doesn't appear to have damage. Oh yeah, I'm very surprised to see that.
Doesn't seem to be any damage on that Williams.
Yeah, he may have got away with that one a little bit in terms of damage, at least. So let's wait and see. But this isn't, at the moment, I feel very sorry for a lot of drivers here because they've all lost out quite big time, haven't they, early on. That is
especially
for sure.
Those, I think there's a few drivers who still ain't served the drive-throughs. Yes, Jam's not been able to serve it yet. Jazz hasn't served his yet. B17 hasn't served his yet. And Johnny Smooth hasn't served his yet.
I hope for these, if I was these guys, Donny's got 6 seconds of penalties, mad as well.
Yeah, I've just seen that as well.
So I do wonder then, so if I was Jam, B17, Jazz Boy and Johnny, I would probably follow the safety car in.
Yeah, they want to be diving into the pit lane as the safety car's going in as well, because that's what Geke and Hornet did at the last restart. They just dove into the pit lane to get their drive-throughs served.
The benefit for them is now they're both back on the end of the pack as well, so could find themselves way further forward now, which is a very, very good thing for them, of course. That safety car's almost been a blessing for Simon and Mr. Matty Sullivan there, hasn't it, really? But the Red Bulls aren't having a good day. P16, P18, obviously Fox got caught up in some sort of drama on that restart because I don't know how close he was.
It was round about turn 4 from what I
someone's
could
just dove
say.
into the pits. I think it's Donny, so maybe Donny does have damage. Let's see if he's getting a wing change. This could be interesting. So I'm going to stay with him while he comes in the pits, because he's not going to be serving a penalty because he's got 6 seconds, so it won't serve in the pits. But let's have a look. Is he getting a wing? He is getting a wing change. So he did have damage. It's very surprising he's left it that late to pit, though. Very, very surprising. Fox has come back in the pits as well, by the looks of it. He has.
Donny's gone for the hard tyres as well, so he's hoping to have a long stint and probably make up a few places.
Yeah, so Fox has also just come in. He's put on a set of mediums again, which is strange. I thought Fox maybe would have stayed on the hards, but I'm guessing he probably just wants the pace at this point, and then obviously to go to the hards towards the end, so that he's sort of back on strategy with everyone else, if that makes sense. So for him, it's actually kind of alright. But yeah, so Fox has obviously come back in. Donny now, he's just rejoined the pack, so it'll be interesting to see his progress from here on out. But let's see, Ziad.
I would think the safety car will probably be in this lap.
Yeah, the whole field are very bunched now, so it wouldn't surprise me to see them all in. But if I'm Ziad, I'm the one that's fuming. He was 6.1 seconds on that restart ahead.
Yeah, because of all the
carnage that ensued behind him. I'm very surprised that Gab managed to. Obviously, there was contact between Donny and Gab as well, wasn't there? In turn 4, I want to say, which I'm surprised that Gab managed to. Gab and Donny somehow managed to survive. Obviously, Ryan got ahead of Donny from that, and then obviously we all saw what went on a little bit after there. So, but like I said, we may see that one in the stewards. I know there has been a hand up from Mr. Rambo himself, so I'm sure the stewards may be seeing that one straight after. But safety car is in. I wonder if Ziad's going to go as early as he did last time, because he did get caught out. Obviously, what happened to Julian? Julian must have had a because he made the overtake into turn 1, must have missed his braking point, and then Ziad went back through.
He lost a few places because of probably trying to keep it safe and whatnot. If I was Ziad, I'd mix it up as well. So try and go at a different place, because you don't want to do the same place over and over again.
Yeah, but when is he going to go? Is he going to go? It was about here last time he went. We know.
About the other thing he's going a bit later now.
The other thing I do know is
really
Gab has got.
Him up.
Oh, but he's actually caught Gab a little bit here. Gab's very fast in a straight line. There, that's one thing I can say. Oh, Donny's made contact with Geke, which has now gave him a 5-second penalty. But I tell you something, I think someone's on a moment.
And Jazz are in to serve the drive-throughs.
Okay, that explains why I've just seen an ultimate drop in positions. It caught me off guard a little bit, but Jacobs made a very good start as well. Ninja's just had a moment out of turn 2, which has now opened the opportunity for Rooster into turn 3. Is he going to be able to make the move? He has gone up the inside. It was incredibly late. Oh, he's actually hit the inside wall a tiny bit. Julian's now had a look, and Julian's gone through into, but now Jacob's gone back. Oh!
Another safety car.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Anyway, moving on. That was a pretty.
To be fair on Jacob, that break point is a tricky one to get right.
It is, but I would also call it very much not an overtaking spot.
Yeah, it's not. Plus, the 50-meter ball is kind of a bit obscured by some branches and leaves.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But it's like you say as well. It's not an overtaking spot whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it's unfortunate. It's also cost Julian quite a few places as well, and Julian's actually got no front wing either. So that's going to have hurt Julian pretty badly, sadly. We've got 28 viewers though and 34 comments. Let's go have a look at the little YouTube chat actually, see what is popping off in there. I won't read that one out loud. But yeah, well, Julian's going to be coming in now. Luckily for him, it's safety car, so he is going to be able to join the back of the pack again. So in terms of that, it's at least very beneficial. But I think what started that a bit for Jacob was he lost a bit of time because Ninja and him were obviously side by side into turn 3. What happened to Ninja? Did he go round at some point and all that as well? Because Ninja was P2 at one point. But I tell you what, B17 still hasn't served his drive-through.
I think Ninja was one of those that probably serving a drive-through at the end of the restart. Probably, I don't know. But
I don't think he was because
I think,
Ninja.
yeah, he got caught up with whatever happened with Jacob and that, because he had no wing as well, and he was trying to turn the car around.
Well, what I was gonna say was like he was actually side by side with Jacob into turn 3. Which then led a bit of contact between the two, but it was rear wheel to front wheel. But then obviously that sparked Jacob to then lose the position to Julian, and then everything that happened after is separate from him and Ninja anyway. But I mean, the original incident was, it looked fairly clean, at least on stream, from a stream point of view, between Jacob and Ninja. And obviously neither driver's going to give each other acres, are they? They're racing drivers, but yeah, it looked like there was just about enough space given. But I'm sure we'll see. Hopefully, you never know, we might actually get an early safety car in.
That's probably another one that'll probably be in the stewards, probably just for a
yeah, I think we're going to see. I think, sadly, we're probably going to see a lot in stewards tonight, just based off what I've seen so far. But I do wonder, because actually the pack is very bunched. Could we see it? Guys, can I just ask one favour from everyone in tier 3? Can we see more than 4 corners of racing, please? If at all possible, because we haven't made it past turn 4. No, I think actually the time before we made it to turn 8, didn't we? But I don't think safety cars are going to come in, which, yeah, because for some reason the Alpine,
be late, though, because
the Alpine hasn't joined.
Jazz,
he's
just about on the back of the pack now.
I think it's going to be
I can't see it calling it this late.
Nothing would surprise me with F1 games.
But definitely.
I think, yeah, we're going to have one more lap of the Mercedes red car, let's put it that way. But can we just, please guys, just one lap of racing, at least. That's all I ask. One lap without any drama would be absolutely splendid. But I'll tell you what though, B17, he's made a great start, but obviously he still does have that drive-through to serve, as does Jam. So him and Jam are the only two not to serve their drive-throughs. Donny has 11 seconds of penalties. Seze obviously has the 5, but I have a feeling we may see that 5 removed potentially at the end for Seze.
Jazz is back in the pits again.
Jazz is back in the pits, he is, so that is... I wonder if he actually hit the wall while trying to catch the pack. Please catch back up to the pack, that's all I ask. Please. But he should do, he's only about half a straight behind them really, isn't he, to be honest. But
he'll be about the length of the run from turns 2 to 3 behind.
Yeah, let's just make sure he gets on okay with it, or he should catch up.
Ziyad getting alongside the safety car.
You brave man.
Bit of a Lewis Hamilton there, telling the safety car to speed up.
Yeah, he's not happy with the pace of it, but he'll just be hoping that Jazz Boy
the safety car is a bit slow on this game though, isn't it?
It was
frustratingly slow.
It definitely, when I was in P2, I think it was on Monday, or P3, there was one point down the main straight, I was going at 50 miles per hour, and no, Gav wasn't actually in control at that point either. So it was fully the safety car, and then with Gav I dropped to about 20 miles per hour, so that was even more painful, but yeah. But no, yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. The safety car, I mean, obviously that was wet as well, so the safety car was probably naturally slower than normal anyway, because, I mean, our cars were naturally slower than normal. But, yeah. But, yeah, so, let's have a look. Safety car is in. Now it's going to be roulette, because Ziad's had 2 restarts to navigate now. So far he's got them. Well, the first one he didn't get perfectly, but everyone beware, because Gav's straight line speed. No, he's not running 1-1. I can confirm that, but his straight line speed is very strong.
Those arrows just don't work on this game.
At this track, I don't think any arrow. I think 50-50 would still be like driving on ice, to be completely honest. But let's see. When is Ziad going to pull the trigger? Is it going to be early? Is it going to be late? If I was having Gav behind me,
I think it's going to be earlier than last time, I would say, because the first one was about here. He left it a bit later for the second one.
He's gone at the same spot again as last lap. But here comes Gav. Gav's not been as caught nothing this time, but Ziad looks like he's got the gap. But let's see what's going on behind.
B17 disqualified, and Jam for not serving the drive-throughs.
They should have followed the safety car in. That's what they should have done. But Geke, Baby Hornet.
Oh, Gav having a look at turn 2 at Ziad and got the move done. It was very tight, mind you.
But Ziad's coming back. Ziad is coming back. He's very, very close, but he's good on the brakes. He just about avoids that rear end. Good racing from the pair of them. Gav's had a bit of a moment out of 3 though. Now Ziad might have to run down to 4, but also Fanning's having a little look as well. But Panizza's made a very good restart here as well. But let's see. I'll tell you what though, Baby Hornet and Geke, those 2 serving their drive-throughs early have really gained.
Yeah, because obviously they got it out the way early, and obviously other people have had to serve drive-throughs and probably had to pit for damage.
Oh,
so
Gav's out!
Oh, Gav's gone!
Whoa, I'm trying to catch out with where he's gone. He's gone in the same corner Ryan did. By the looks of it. Yeah, he did exactly the same spot.
Car.
Oh my goodness. I wanted a lap of racing.
Did Simba go there in tier 1 as well?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
I think he did. Because I think I was watching that race from a fellow driver's point of view during that race. So that's 3 people I know that have gone at that part of the track now.
Well, that is another safety car. Another one. We've hit 4 in 10 laps. This has been stop-start to say the very least. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Anton come in. He's on the soft tyres. Unless he's just thinking, oh, there's that many safety cars, I'll probably take the softs to the end at this point. But,
And Ant voicing his frustrations in the chat with the safety cars.
Yeah. But this is yeah, this is we haven't actually had a full lap of racing yet, let's put it that way. But Baby Hornet's coming in the pits. I wonder if Baby Hornet's going to be putting on the hard tyres and maybe try to go to the end here. I mean, that's a big ask around Baku with how the rears light up, isn't it? So, but I do wonder, could we see Baby Hornet?
Hornet's gone hards, Johnny Smooth's gone softs, and just wait and see what Jazz goes on to.
Well, I tell you what, if this plays out nicely,
Jazz is on used mediums.
If this plays out quite nicely for Mr. Hornet, it could be the race winning call.
He can go to the end. He can go to the end from there on those.
Yeah, I disagree.
You'd think so. You'd think so.
My hards die after 8 laps, so no. But maybe he's found something that I couldn't. But yeah, no, I can confirm I can't do more than 8 laps on hards around here because the rears just die. But no, I mean if he can,
it's
with
when
the safety
the
cars,
difference
he's laughing.
It's when the difference in tyre wear gets to like above 10, so like let's say the fronts are on 18 and your rears are on 28. Once they get to that 10% difference from front to rear, that's when the rear just wants to keep sliding all over the place.
Yeah, definitely. But the sad thing is we're not actually at the halfway point yet. We've still got 2 laps. We haven't actually seen a full racing lap yet, which I am excited to see. You never know, safety car could well come in this lap. The whole field is bunched. There's no reason for it not to, but it probably won't just because it's only been out for actually a lap. That's the issue with this track though. Having a safety car out feels so long because of how long the track is, but come on. It's not coming in.
In the wet, when we were racing on Monday, the lap was almost a 2-minute lap. So, yeah.
Yeah, in Monday. Well, I mean, we've already seen, I think, pretty much the same amount at this point as we did on Monday. But yeah.
That's a good question. How many safety cars did we have in Tier 2 until this safety car stopped coming out?
Well, we had like I think 5. We had 2 VSCs very early on, didn't we? And then
yeah, and one of them changed to a full.
Yeah, and then I think we had another 3 or 4 after that. And then
so
Bert decided to go home.
Do you reckon 5's the limit then?
I think maybe on reduced, yes. It's definitely not on standard, because on standard in Bahrain I think we had like 7, didn't we, or something? But
some of those long lines, but hopefully if there is a limit of 5 on reduced, then fingers crossed we don't get any more after this one.
Yeah, well, we can. Well, this is the 4th, but let's.
Just a bit of information from Ant. Lap 11, and my fastest lap is a 2:14.
I don't think anyone's lap is probably much quicker than that, to be completely honest. But that is really depressing considering you're on 9-lap-old soft tyres as well. But
yeah, to be exact, the fastest lap at the moment is a 2:06.
I'll tell you something. And
obviously that's Ziad. That's Ziad.
That's an absolute
one,
barnstormer. That is from Ziad.
Corking lap.
Do you know what the worst bit is? I'd be beating him in the wet. Well, my lap was faster than
your fastest lap in the wet? Because I think mine was probably a 59 or a 58.
I think my fastest lap was like 2 hours and something, probably. That's what it felt like anyway per lap. But no, I actually don't know. Honestly, I couldn't tell you my fastest lap. I know my pace early on, like I said, she was quite good, but then when those rears went off, it all went very, very downhill from there. But these guys, hopefully they can keep it together a lot better than, for example, I did. Let's hope we have more than 10 finishes as well. That would be very nice. I don't know how many we got in Tier 1 in the end. I can't remember.
Tier 1, I think it was... Tier 1 had problems once the rain started. In the dry, it were fine. It all seemed to go...
Yeah.
It all went mad when the rain started.
Well, when I said to you earlier, like, I could not tell the difference between dry and wet. In qualifying, I crashed after 4 corners, and I had more grip going into that corner in the wet than I did in the dry.
Ant says hashtag demote Ant because he's 8 seconds off his pace in Tier 3. Oh, wait. I reckon Ziad could have a tricky restart here because I know Fanning is very alert on the restart, so I think this could be a real challenge for him.
Yeah. Definitely could. But let's see what Ziad can do. There's only so many times he can do the same thing. But guess what? He's done it again. And this time,
he's gone.
He's actually got the gap. Fanning's a bit to sleep. And here comes Panizza.
Right on the gearbox,
but Fanning's forcing him running outside. Don't forget to look behind as well, because you've got another AlphaTauri, but... Oh, his rear tyres hit the wall as Panizza's just going to open the chance for Kaiser Soze. But don't forget, Anton's also having a little look on those soft tyres, but he backs out rather sensibly. But now there's a Williams, J. Dudon, right alongside that. Oh, baby Hornet's now out. Please, not another safety car. Oh, there is.
Yeah, another safety car. Do you do tea or coffee?
Anyone that can send me some popcorn, DM me and I'll send you my address if that's alright, because I need something. I need a coffee, I need caffeine. This is, Do you know what the worst bit is? Right now this probably feels longer than Tier 2 did.
Well, if my recording for Tier 2 was, I think it was 58, just between 58 to 59 minutes, so it was under an hour.
I think I had to do 2, but I think that's because I left the red flag race one recording and then had to do another one when that died, if that makes sense. But I'll tell you something though, Ziad has... if I was Ziad, I'd probably pit this lap. Because if it is 5 the limit, this is the last safety car. Therefore, everyone should probably take this opportunity to pit. But honestly, I have no idea what's happened. Let's hope that... I mean, hopefully this is the last safety car, because then we can actually see some racing. That'd be nice. Ninja's out. He's also just gone.
That looks... That's turn 7 where his car came to a stop.
It looked kind of the corner before Ryan and Gav went. That's how it looked anyway.
Ryan and Gav went on the exit of turn 7, so it's same corner.
Oh, okay. Ziad's watching the stream, I reckon. He's listening to Connor, that's what he's doing. Penitza's in on the hard as well.
So that puts Fanning at the front of the pack.
Yeah, I'm surprised Fanning didn't pit, but then again, this isn't... Actually, I think Fanning, did he? Yeah, he pit lap 1, so Fanning... But then he's still going to have to pit those mediums that are probably still going to go to the end.
I think he started on the soft, so he would have boxed early to get on those mediums. Yeah,
he definitely is going to have to. Geke, I'm quite surprised didn't come in. He's up to P4 now, though. But Geke is probably thinking, look, these safety cars have helped me a lot here. I've done actual 0 laps on these tyres, virtually.
Well, if you think about it, because of Donny's penalties, currently Geke's net leader, because obviously Fanning and Kaiser get demotions, so at the moment Geke's net leader.
Yeah. It definitely... He definitely is, but... Well, no, Donny is. Oh yeah, Donny's got the penalty as well, like you said, so... Yes, you're not wrong. But... Let's see, because I do wonder... I would be intrigued to know what Geke's tyre wear is at currently. Don't forget he's got Julian behind him, who's actually... Well, Julian may be in pole position to win this race now. He's got Fred and Geke as well.
I was going off the running order as of this moment.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. Like, obviously, right now, Geke is, yes, in the net lead. But I would probably... But then, if you look behind Julian, actually, you've got Smooth, brand new medium, Ziad's gone softs. If this is the last safety car, Ziad could be a bit screwed here. He may have just made very much the wrong choice.
Because the softs do drop off quite quick here.
Well, I think... Well, I won't talk about tyres anymore, but yes, I agree with you. I can't make any tyre last more than 3 laps, so that's my own issue, but we'll see. So I think, obviously, Jazz... I think what was good to see, though, Jazzboy obviously had a few moments where he dropped to last. He's now in the points. And do you know what? Because of demotions to people like Anton, he may stay in the points here as well. So, but yeah, like obviously you said Fanning, Kaiser Soze, they obviously do get demoted. Anton also does. I think
Fox as well.
Fox will, but Fox is just pit as well for some reason. I wonder if Fox is just pit for a set of softs. Knowing Fox, he probably has, because he's crazy. But let's see. Obviously, Ghost Rider's just caught back up. He pit on that lap. He wanted fresh tyres, so Ghost Rider's now catching back up to the safety car pack. YouTube chat, let me know who is your pick to win now. This is it now. I would like to think that's probably this is going to be the last safety car. I think 5 is the limit on reduce, so let's hope. Well, let's pray, because then we might actually see.
Well, another thing I noticed as the track thins, as the running order thins out, because there's less cars on track, there's less risk. So it probably thinks that there's not much of a needing the safety car out there with the track, with the amount of cars being so small. So we'll see.
Saviour's just made a very valid prediction for who the race winner is going to be. And do you know what? It's hard to argue with it. Bernd Mailander.
The safety car driver. That is a shout, to be fair.
But to be fair,
he's getting his money's worth this week.
Not just is he driver of the day, but he's well, after MRCX and definitely tier 2.
He's led the most laps.
He's probably, well, no, he has led the most laps. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Bearing in mind, Friday was 100% race as well. I think I lost count after about 5 on MRCX because
he's definitely getting his money's worth at this track, definitely, with the amount of laps he's driven.
But I tell you what is going to be interesting now. Obviously, we've got a different driver doing the restarts. So it'll be interesting to see when Fanning goes in comparison to Ziad. Obviously, safety car should be in this lap. No reason why it won't be.
I'd like to know where he'll go, but I have no idea where he'll go.
I'll tell you what, you be my secret source. Jump in the party, find out, and then come back. Be my secret source. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. But
nah, we have our secrets in that party, and they stay in that party. They don't come out of that party.
Come on. Someone give me a hint. When's he going to go? I want to know. Let's watch it from onboard Kaiser, because I wonder if Kaiser's going to launch an attack. Obviously, these guys have nothing to lose. Well, I hope they don't crash into each other. Let's put it that way. But they obviously have not as much to lose. They're not in tier 3, are they? So, it's a bit of a pride thing. Oh, Ziad, 5 seconds! The man who's been leading the entire race has made contact with Johnny.
He's not gone yet. He's not gone yet. He's not gone yet.
He hasn't. He has now, though.
He's gone now.
But I tell you what, the Williams looked a bit racy, but he hasn't really caught Soze. Soze didn't really stay on with. Oh, Fanning got so close to the wall out of turn 1. Wow, that was insane from Fanning. I thought, wow, that's it. Will's gone. But Donny's gone straight on at 2. Now he's lost his wing as well. But no, I'm not going to say anything just yet. We'll wait until we get a lap of racing, then I might make a comment on.
Ooh, bit of a twitch there by Fanning on the exit of turn 3.
Yeah, he's under a bit of pressure, but I tell you something, Julian is right on the rear end of Mr. Geke Matthew at the moment. Geke obviously the net leader for tier 3. Let's look at Julian though. It's the Dutch battle for P1 in tier 3 at the moment. These guys really going at it. Julian is trying many different lines.
Teammate Ziad just behind as well. And
yeah,
obviously
but
with that 5 seconds.
Yeah. He may, maybe Julian will play the team game and think he's got 5 seconds, I'll let him go, maximise constructors, but I know Julian, he will be making a point, he wants that tier 3 title, he will be trying everything to stay out in front. Obviously Ziad's tyres are going to die fairly quickly, he's probably got about 55% just after those 4 corners. But here comes Ziad. He's actually got by the outside. He's not going to make a double overtake here, is he? Let's go on board. Let's see. Is Ziad going to make a move into the fight? He's not, but wow, Ziad. Oh, Geke's in the wall!
Geke's gone.
He's survived. He's not out, though. He's just lost his wing.
Yeah.
I think he's just forgotten to move after that. He's probably screaming. Yeah. But Ziad has now taken the net lead, but those tyres are probably going to die very quickly. Geke, has he got moving yet? He has. He's started moving.
Yes, he's moving.
But Geke just clipped that wall a little bit, didn't he? And it cost him big time. Such a shame for Geke, but let's see. Fanning, obviously, faster. That's how bad it is. The fastest lap comes on lap 7. But can I just say, well done, guys. We completed a lap. I'm proud.
Well, my guess is we shouldn't have any safety cars now with how thin the running order is.
Don't you dare say that. Please, can we just wait and not get ahead of ourselves? I do not want to talk about safety cars. I never want to see one again in my life. But Anton's made a good little restart.
As a punishment, then, if we get one more safety car, I'll give us some facts. How's that?
But that's a punishment for me, not for you. No, you give us some facts. If there's another safety car, yeah. Well, to be honest, we should have done this earlier, because I did run in on things to. I forgot to check the briefing notes as well. I should have really, but yeah, that's my bad. But let's see. We've actually got racing now. The Haas of Panitza is right on the back of Julian. So I wonder if Julian actually made a bit of contact with the rear of Geke and it may have damaged his wing, because all of a sudden his pace has dropped off a tiny bit here, and Panitza's looking very, very racy, isn't he?
Yeah, sorry.
But then Panitza's obviously on the mediums. Julian's on slightly older hards as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
Zyder's really closing in on the front too. Well, it would be being on the softest tire. I mean, you got Kaiser on the hards and Fanning on the mediums.
How long are they going to last though? That's the question. How long can he get out of those softs? You wouldn't think it'll be that long, would you? But it's going to become.
Not necessarily.
I tell you what though, I've just realised something. We're going to see the flaps open. Oh, Fanning's just pit. That was extremely late from Fanning. But let's see, we've still got
DRS enabled!
I never thought we'd see it. I never thought we'd see it in my entire life, but we've got there. We've achieved something, but Panizza's now going to really get out of this because he's right up the rear end of Julian. Those hard tyres are not working wonderfully, but Panizza has a bit of a switch on the exit too, but here comes his DRS and DRS. Let's have a look. He goes to the outside, so Julian's going to be defending to the inside, but Panizza's going to have the overspeed going into the corner. Julian stays on the end. Oh, Panizza's gone straight on. Thankfully, he's still racing.
He's still in, but he's just lost a wing, so that could have been a lot worse.
Anyone that loses a wing now is probably crying their eyes out because there's going to be no more safety.
Zyda got good traction out of turn 6 and managed to get the pass on Kaiser on the run down to 7. Obviously, the softer tyres with such more grip than the hards.
I tell you what is interesting though. At the minute, he's actually got that 5-second gap to his teammate as well. That he's got obviously that 5-second penalty. But like I said, those tyres.
Despite all his messages in YouTube chat, Ant's now running 3rd.
I mean, he does usually. I know he has a stream on all the time.
Yeah.
But he only ever types really when safety car's out.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be typing whilst you're racing, do you?
I know he's French and Scouse, so nothing would surprise me. But yeah. That duo is deadly, but let's see actually, because Ziad's actually starting to pull a bit from Kaiser here. Kaiser obviously, let's go and have a quick. So tyres, Kaiser's on 17 lap old hards though. He comes in now. I was going to say I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to see Kaiser in. I'm really not.
Soft tyre. Yeah, he'll be going softs here.
But Panizza will surely be in as well. Panizza stayed out with no front wing. That is amongst the top 10 craziest things I've ever seen in my life. It has to be said. But I'd say something, Julian has been overtaken by Fox River for P3. Obviously Fox is going to get the demotion. But now Julian's under a bit of pressure from a man on the...
It's technically an Alfa Romeo 1-2.
As things stand, yeah. But what he's... I mean, obviously Julian has now got a Ghost Rider for company, so that means the thing is, if Ghost Rider does get through Julian, I think Ziad will probably be starting to sweat a tiny bit here because of the fact that he is obviously on the softs, and those softs will go off. I know I keep saying it, but it is something to reiterate because he did put them on incredibly early, but we are down to 7 laps remaining, hopefully 7 racing laps.
I think he put them on with about 10 laps, about 10 to 11 laps still to go.
I think he put them on about 10 to 11 laps too early, to be completely honest. But let's see, can Ghost Rider get the run? He is in the DRS, and Julian is now out of the DRS of Fox. Those hard tyres are not working well for Julian at all. Bearing in mind they're only 11 laps old as well, so you wouldn't even expect. But how quickly can Ghost Rider catch Julian? Julian actually seems to have a better exit out the final corner, so...
Julian's flashing as well, so he used a lot of DRS.
You dirty, dirty boy, Julian. But
whereas Ghost Rider's probably still got plenty, because I don't see his rear light flashing.
I'm not giving away ERS levels, I know them, but I'm not going to share them with the stream. Not yet, anyway. I might give them a little teaser in a little while. But as we can see, Julian is flashing. Carl wasn't lying. He is flashing like a madman. Let's see, here comes Ghost Rider. Julian goes defensive to the inside. Ghost Rider goes to the outside. But Julian just about holds position, and Ghost Rider didn't quite have the straight line speed to get near them. Fanning did put on softs as well, I've just realised, but the field is very spread at the moment. There's a yellow in sector 1. Who is that? I think it's a Haas of Panizza.
That'll be Panizza, yeah.
He had no front wing anyway, so...
with that lack of wing.
I mean, I think he's kind of the attitude here, if I don't pit, I could still score points. Which, to be completely honest,
it's not a bad shout.
Because if you think about it right now, let's say he stays 7th. He's actually going to end up 4th overall, 5th, 4th overall. After Fanning, Fox and Anton's demotions. Oh, he's twitching everywhere. But he's got no grip whatsoever. His rears are gone as well, I think, after all of that. But here comes Ghost Rider. Let's have a little look at this. This is a battle for a net P2 at the minute. Potentially the win if Ghost Rider can dispatch of him. Kate, I don't know if you noticed as well, Anton is now catching up to Ziad. So I think Ziad's softs are starting to go. Julian is not far out of that 5 seconds either now. Ghost Rider will be praying that this is the lap he can get Julian down the straight. He's already got the run. He's using his ERS nice and early. You can see it. He's closing zip. Julian's got no defense whatsoever. I think this is going to be done before we even get to the pit entry. It is. But Julian will get a second helping of DRS, but he's got nothing to actually attack with in terms of ERS, because you can see him flashing and flashing away, can't you?
Gets a bit on the exit curve, so he ended up getting a bit of a bounce there, which would unsettle the car.
Yeah, it definitely has, and that's going to cost him big time, so let's wait and see. But I tell you who I am impressed with, a man that's dropped to last, pitted I think about 9 times, Jazz Boy. It's great to see him up there in the points at the minute. In only his second race in MRC as well.
Yeah,
very good drive. Fair play. I feel a bit sorry for Geke though. Johnny Smooth's in for a new front wing as well.
Ziad has a broken wing apparently.
Is that from Anton by any chance?
No.
Oh, he does! He's got no end plate! He's got no front left end plate! It's missing. Who spotted that?
Someone in the YouTube chat, unless they're in a party with him.
Yeah, I think maybe they are potentially in a party with Mr. Ziad. But, oh yes, he has got no front wing, so that will be costing him even bigger. But if you look, Anton's actually not taking too much out of it. I will be honest though, I drove quite a bit of tier 2 with a yellow front wing and it didn't really affect the car balance too much. Well, like I said, I had no grip anyway, so it made no difference if I had no front wing or a front wing, to be completely honest. But, yeah, I'm guessing Farah Assam is probably a friend of his, to be honest. But
that would be my guess as well.
Yeah, we shall see.
Got a caution in sector 2, that's Peninsula.
Yeah, sadly, I think it's time to pit now, Panizza, mate, to be completely honest. But at the same time, he is still in the points, and he's got Johnny and Geke both 19 seconds behind him.
Ooh, Ziad got very close to the wall and exited 2 with that lack of end plate.
Yeah, he definitely has. Ghost Rider obviously did manage to get Julian, as we know. Julian's now started to hold on a bit to the back of Ghost Rider, though. So Julian's definitely not out of this. He's now got Fanning for company on those softs. So Fanning is managing to get those softs working quite nicely. But I tell you what, Ziad still seems to have some sort of mechanical grip in that car, because the gap is not really decreasing.
Not as quickly as we probably think, yeah.
But at the same time, he's probably like, okay, he's still way too close for comfort. And at the minute, Ghost Rider is not making the inroads he needs to get within that time of Ziad either. Oh, Jazz Boy's had a moment, I believe, because he's just dropped a few places. Yeah, he's got no, he's actually got a full front wing though still. So I think he just maybe went straight on at turn 3 potentially. But he's still in the points, still looking strong. So just keep your head clean. Like I said, just get to the end. And there's a very good chance you can still score points. Because at the minute, I think with Kaiser's demotion at least, you're probably going to see Johnny jump into the points here in tier 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably what Ziad's looking at. He's probably looking at it and seeing, he's looking at where the cars are if he's got the track map up on his screen. And he's working out like, maybe it's not worth pitting and repairing it, I'll just carry on.
Well, let's put it this way. If he was to pit, he'd probably come out just ahead of Kaiser Soze. Maybe just behind Kaiser Soze, actually. And that's obviously a big drop. Bearing in mind, then he's got to make up 14 seconds just to get to Julian after that, hasn't he? So,
yeah.
I mean, Julian's played it well here. I know, obviously, he was technically the race leader after the... Oh, Panizza's gone. That is a huge shame. That will promote... But I'll tell you something, that will also technically promote Geke to the points as well with Kaiser's demotion, so... Johnny and Geke could both find themselves in the points here at least.
Fanning's just got Ghost Rider into turn 3.
He has. Fanning is flying on those softs. We all saw Fanning's pace on Monday as well. He was absolutely rapid. He's very nearly won, didn't he, as well, if he didn't make a mistake or two, I think it was. But Yeah, it's all playing out quite nicely for the leaders. Obviously, Ghost Rider. No, Ziad is still the net leader at the moment. But actually, if you look at the
Ghost Rider's gone at turn 7.
Connor says Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider says goodbye. He obviously didn't like me saying his name, bless him. But that is a huge shame.
on Fox's gearbox.
He is. Let's go and watch that. There's not going to be another safety car. Oh wow, these two are having a titanic scrap. AlphaTauri against Red Bull. Usually you'd say no fighting. These guys are saying let's fight. So it is the total opposite. Ghost Rider there will be utterly kicking himself.
Fanning's from Liverpool, so he's always up for a fight.
But do you know what this means genuinely at the moment? Actually no, I thought Jazzboy was actually going to be in the points, but Geke is actually now in the points as well. So every tier 3 driver at least will be scoring points here. Well, every tier 3 driver that's left in anyway, so
yeah,
that's great news
Fanning's
for them.
DRS on Fox.
Yeah, as he's making the move up the inside. Fox doesn't fight it all that hard, but he actually sticks it round the outside, does Fox. He's just about kept it there. He's probably going to get the exit on the outside as well, but Fanning's going to have more grip on the soft tyres. Fanning has got the move done. Fox has just clouted the wall, I believe, hasn't he? Or did I not see it properly? It didn't show me the best camera angle. He's still got a full front wing, so
the camera angle I had.
Yeah, he may be alright. But Fox is still sort of there, but this is now very, very spread out across the field now. Still on 27 viewers, which is great to see. Everyone's still bearing with watching. But let's see what else is kind of popping here, because not a lot is kind of going on now. It's all
because like you say, the field's quite spread as Jazz has just gone into the pits.
Yeah, Jazz has, but I think Jazz is kind of in a position now where he's like, well, I'm going to score points. We can count this as a huge day. He's going to gain a position to Kaiser Soze as well, remember. So it's been a really good solid day at the office for Jazz. He's got to the end.
Fanning lost it and he's just gathered it. He was near enough in the wall. That's a great save.
Yeah, Fox has gone oh no, Fanning's actually got past Anton. Are you sure it wasn't Anton that lost it?
Oh, it must have been probably Ant then. They're both in the same car and they're roughly the same helmet.
Yeah, I was to say, because Anton's just gone through. Fox has dropped off a little bit, but let's watch these two. They're not fighting all that hard. Fanning's not fighting hard at all. Those two are just going to have a bit of fun, I think. Obviously, Fanning's got more grip. He's on the soft tyres. But Ziad's now got 5 seconds. He's going to win this race with a 5-second penalty by the looks of it.
Got a right tussle between the AlphaTauris, and also Fox is going to be in there in the Red Bull.
Fox is going to be loving his life. He's going to be joining right in with them. I'll tell you something, I bet Ziad's absolutely loving this at the moment, because obviously these guys are all fighting. None of them can beat him, can they? Because, well, they can on track, but they can't in the official standings. So Ziad is looking very, very solid. Julian is way too far back at the moment. Those soft and the broken front wing hasn't cost Ziad anywhere near as much as you would maybe think, but Julian is going to come home here in a P2 at the minute, so he'll be delighted with that. Donny is going to take a provisional podium, but obviously I think we're going to see some stewards' inquiries on Donny, potentially, which could then see, potentially, maybe Johnny Smooth onto the podium, but maybe not. But let's just see how it all plays out. But that is a titanic battle between these front three. Oh, Fox has just had a massive moment.
Snap.
Yep, he's had a huge snap. He's just hit the wall again.
He did well to keep that out the wall.
Yeah, he really, really did. But Fox is. I think his tyres are gone. Those 14 laps on those mediums probably isn't ideal for Mr. Foxy Bingo. But this is it. We've got one final lap. Is there going to be? Ziad's had a moment. Ziad's had a moment. That gap's come down. All of a sudden, Julian may be looking at a race victory. I think no softs for Ziad. Has Ziad got a front wing, a full front wing, or not?
He's still got a front wing. He's just missing that end plate.
Yeah, but I think those softs have gone. I think they've all dropped off because that gap was 5 seconds. It's now down to just the 8/10. He's got no grip coming out of any corner. You can see it on the exit of 1. 2, he's extremely slow, but Anton's in the wall.
Julian.
Yes, Julian's right
only
there.
4 seconds off.
Julian could do with
Julian's looking at the
dispatching
win
Fox here, potentially, but it's going to be very, very close to the line. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. All Ziad has to do is navigate it, but I think the grip's gone, and he's obviously going to have no turn. Anton's gone straight on! Which means now Julian is going to be tussling.
4.6 the gap at the moment.
The last thing Julian needs though is to get held up by Fox, and at the minute Fox is just sat there in his way. It's not, Fox is doing it obviously not. Oh, Johnny's out! Oh my goodness, what is going on? So this could well see, that promotes Johnny to the podium, Jazzboy to wherever. Oh, I don't even know what's happening at this point. But that is that more or less than we had? That's the same amount of finishes as we had in tier 2, to be fair. But
yeah.
Oh, Fox has had another
Fox got
moment.
a bit sideways.
But this is only going to cost Julian. I think Julian is now.
The gap's 3.7.
So Julian is actually going to take the victory as things stand.
In that 5 seconds.
He is, he just needs to navigate. Obviously Fanning is right at the back. Is Fanning going to win the drag race to the line? Those tyres are gone on Ziad. I said the sauce would go, didn't I, towards the end, but I'm surprised he's done as well as he has with
both cars are flashing.
They really are. I don't think they're going to fight it all that hard. Fanning is going to have DRS. I think Julian may get Fox though, because obviously Fox isn't in the DRS.
Actually, I don't think Fanning will get DRS because he was about a second or so behind.
Here goes Julian across the line. They're side by side. I think Fox took it just, but Julian will take the tier 3 victory. Ziad will be second. Ziad will be kicking himself a little bit there. But I think Johnny Smooth is going to take an overall P3 here in tier 3. Jazzboy and Geke both score points as well. Brilliant shows from the guys in the upper tiers as well. Fox and Fanning and Anton all put on a great show for everyone. Kaiser Soze was there for a long time as well. Don't forget Kaiser Soze also had to serve that 5-second penalty under his pit stop. Let's go see Johnny Smooth. He may be a man that can say he's a podium sitter in tier 3 after today. Actually, I don't think he won't be.
I think he'll be. I don't think he'll argue with that.
I think he's actually gonna be the 3rd official tier 3 driver, but I think he's actually gonna end up around about P4.
I think he's got the stream on because he's weaving down his straight. He's a happy boy. I
don't blame him. Do you? Like, this is why I say, like, if you're 10 laps down in Baku, keep going. Always.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because anything could come to you. Like, it really, really could.
Yeah,
but
Jazz just crosses the line, P8, and now just waiting on the Aston of Geke.
But Geke's going to score points today as well. I know Geke, he'll be absolutely screaming. I think that's his first points in tier 3 as well. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. He's driving so slowly to make sure he gets to the end. He really is. Geke's
Can you blame him? Can you blame him?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think he's just like, right, nothing stupid, please.
Probably taking a tip out of your book.
No, this is what I did in tier 3, I think season 9, because I had rear wing, side pod, front wing, every type of damage known to man. Yeah. And so I just decided to drive in first for the entire time.
There we go.
Let's hope that Gab leaving the session isn't going to bring us a Monday situation. But Geke has got to the finish. He does finish P9. Oh, honestly, I thought that was never going to end. To be completely honest. But yeah. Fair play, great race from Julian. He managed to stick it in there right to the end, didn't he? And those hard tyres came in clutch towards the end of that race. So, very, very good from him. But let's just go through. Don't forget, all these results are provisional pending on stewards' inquiries. But Fanning takes the win in tier 3. Fox takes second. But the winner will actually be Julian after demotion. Ziad P4 across the line. Anton P5. Kaiser Soze P6. Johnny Smooth in P7. Jazzboy P8. Geke in P9. All the drivers that did not finish were J Dudon, Ghost Rider, Panitza, Scottish Ninja, Baby Hornet, Night Shadow, Jam, Fire J Roosas, Red Car Rambo, YouTube Manu, and B17. Carl, give us your driver of the day, please. Preferably a tier 3 driver, if possible, just because they're obviously.
I'll probably give it to Julian or probably Johnny. I mean, Johnny could probably be worthy because obviously just recently come up, and nice on looks at being on the podium after.
Well, yeah, he's actually
and
reserving
stuff.
from Tier 4 tonight. He's the Tier 4 championship
Yeah.
leader, so yeah.
So that is quite a good showing then. So I'll probably give it to Johnny then. On
Fair
that
play.
one.
I'm going to give it to Julian, but I'm going to give a shout out to Geke, Jazzboy, and Johnny, because they all had their dramas, but getting to the end has really paid dividends for those guys. With demotions, Geke's going to probably find himself around P5 with Kaiser and I think Anton's demotion, so he'll be absolutely loving it. But that is not it for MRC tonight. We have Tier 4 in around about probably 20 to 25 minutes time. It will be delayed because of the delay to Tier 3 starting, so everyone be mindful of that before invites come out. But that'll be it. Carl, thank you for joining me tonight. It was incredible.
Pleasure as always to be alongside in the comms box.
Yeah, it's
never
great
dull, never dull.
It never will.
Dull.
Other than when there's 10 safety cars. But don't fail to tune into Tier 4, guys. We will be back. I think it's Simba and potentially Mr. Rambo for Tier 4. I could be wrong. No, Simba and Baby Hornet. That's who it is for Tier 4. So, and they will be live probably in around about 20 minutes for that. But don't forget, tune in Friday, 7:30. We are around Miami. I can't remember the format. I think it's one shot quality and 100% race.
One shot, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, you would think that I have nothing to do with X these days, but no. So yeah, that is the format. We will see you in Miami, and don't forget all the races next week for Miami as well. But everyone, enjoy yourself. Good night. Have a good one. Goodbye.